What would you get if you crossed the quick gameplay of Hotline Miami with the unstoppable Judge Dredd? You would get Hotline Dredd, of course. No, maybe not, but you would actually get Judge, the new game from 10 Tons Limited. Okay, so this game actually has nothing at all to do with Judge Dredd, but whilst I was playing it over the weekend, you can't get away from the fact that you feel like you are Judge Dredd, or at least one of the other judges in this world, whilst playing with the mechanics of Hotline Miami, for example. Now, 10 Tons are well known for their twin-stick shooters, such as Crimson Land and Neon Chrome. Judge is based within the same universe as both of those games. It's kind of like a prequel. However, this game isn't roguelike like the previous games. This one is what they're classing as RogueHate, whereas if you die, you keep whatever you've just gained, you can upgrade yourself, buy new weapons, buy new modifications, and carry on, so you don't need to restart the whole game again like you would in a normal roguelike game. The game is very simple in premise, but very deep in its mechanics and customizations. So for example, you start off as Judge, one of the police's new initiative crime fighting measures, and you're dropped right into the first mission. So you rescue your hostages, take out the hostile criminals, and get the hell out of there. Once you've done this, then the main game opens up for you. So you progress 6 months in, where the Judge initiative has now become common amongst the police force. So the way the game works is, as you can see here, you have the map and you have acts down the side, and each act has its own levels, and within each level has its own missions. So the aim of the game is to obviously do as many missions within each level as you can to obtain those little yellow squares that you see there, which are medals, which allow you to then progress further in the story and also unlock new modifications for your weapons and augmentations for your Judge, because the Judge is fully customizable, which is one of the main aspects of this game. There's basically 35 different augmentations for your Judge alone. So for example, you can upgrade your shields or get a drone. Also your gun, which is called Gavel Mark 1, you can upgrade that with up to 14 different fire modes, which is basically the bullets. You can have like a plasma, a laser, a machine gun, rocket launchers. There's loads of different variations, and 15 different special attacks. I think in my gameplay I managed to unlock a robotic spider that you throw at the enemies, and also a rocket launcher to blast holes in the walls. They're quoting that there's over 1 billion different combinations that you can have amongst all these different aspects, so there may be other stuff that I've not unlocked, because personally I didn't get very far because I'm not very good at these games. I have got a gameplay video which I'll link down below, where you can see how bad I am, but it is the first 90 minutes of the game of me going in there blind and playing it that I streamed the other week. So basically you have 4 acts with 5 levels in each, including the boss battle, each including 3 different missions for you to complete. But when you get to the end of an act and you defeat the boss of that particular act, it unlocks a new harder difficulty. So for example, you start off on normal difficulty, so you've got 3 missions for each of the 5 levels. When you kill that end boss, it then unlocks the hardcore mode, which will give you 6 missions per level, so you can go back and get more medals for ones that you've just done in order to progress onto Act 2. And again, I'm holding my hands up, I have not completed Act 2 yet, I'm up to the end level of Act 2, but looking at the trophies, it looks like once you finish the boss in Act 2, that will unlock a 3rd difficulty, so there'll be another set of missions for each of the levels. And again, looking at the trophies, it looks like when you do the 4th act, that will unlock a whole new difficulty. So there's a lot to be getting on with there. There's if you count all the difficulties, you're looking at 80 levels with around about 320 missions to complete. Obviously, as you go up in difficulty, the missions get harder and harder. I did manage to do all the missions on quite a few of the levels that I have done. However, the 2nd act has absolutely stumped me at the moment. I am trying to do it, and I do go on it and I do try like about an hour or so every day since I got it, but it is very hard. It gets very challenging, but I'm not good at these kind of games. As like I said, you'll see on that live stream. If you're someone who is good at Hotline Miami, or if you love twin stick shooters, chances are you're going to be a lot better than this at me, and you'll just fly through it and you'll absolutely love it. I feel that JYDGE is a great example of how to do a twin stick shooter correctly. Based on the developer 10 Tons history, I imagine these games are a second nature to them by now, and it really does show in this game. So the game can be challenging, but you're also rewarded well with progression in the main story and the magnitude of unlocks you gain throughout your playthrough. So if you played the previous games, Neon Chrome or Crimson Land, then you'll feel right at home with a familiar yet different environment and mechanics. So no more having to restart the whole game when you die. You just send in a new JYDGE and continue from where you are with whatever upgrade you've just purchased with the money that you got in the last level. So I personally enjoyed the game. I recommend it to anyone who loves the twin stick shooter genre, or anyone who's got like a fan of a Hotline Miami series. Personally, I gave it an 8 out of 10, to be honest with you, because of how much fun I had with it. But if you try it out, leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know how you got on. If you've got any questions about the game, leave them in the comment section. Like I said, I've had it for about a week now, so I've been playing it for quite a long time. The game itself, I think, is out on the 3rd of October worldwide. I got it on PS4, so I've been playing it on PS4 Pro in all these videos. But I think it's also out on PC, Xbox One, PS4. There may be a Switch version coming later. On their website it does say Switch, but in the version that I got it didn't mention it. So I don't think it's out on the Switch yet, but it may be coming soon. But I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm just 100% sure on the other 3 platforms. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more of these video reviews, I think. So if you like what you see, like down below, subscribe if you're not, leave a comment if you want to say anything, and I'll see you in the next review or Let's Play video. Cheers.